Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to just talk to you guys today. So I'm really excited to kind of touch on this subject. It's something that I've talked to so many people about, and I asked you guys if you wanted me to make a video about it, and I got such a big response on it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So what I'm going to talk about today is anxiety, depression, mood swings. So I have had anxiety for about, I want to say about 11 years now. I first found out when I was 15, and I had no idea what it was. Depression kind of runs in my family, but anxiety was never really brought up in my family, so I was never really aware of like what anxiety was and what it was about and what it felt like and all that kind of stuff. So when I first found out that I had anxiety, I had a huge panic attack, hyperventilating, thought I was gonna die. I mean, it was probably one of the scariest experiences in my life. I had no idea what was going on. So as I'm having this anxiety or panic attack, I'm sitting there, I'm crying uncontrollably, I don't know what's wrong, I don't know where it's coming from, I just feel doom. It's kind of the feeling that you get. And my mom came downstairs and she was like, "You're having a panic attack." So she tried to calm me down, and it was just a really dramatic experience. So after that, I kind of did some research on what anxiety was and kind of the symptoms, and I just found so much. There's different kinds of anxiety. So mine is more so anxiety. I don't really have much depression. It's more just being anxious all the time. Now, if you guys know me personally, you know that I am a hypochondriac. Why I have anxiety, I guess, is over the years I've kind of learned where it stems from and kind of how to control it when it comes about, but some days are just way worse than others. Some days I can control it and it's a little easier, and there's other days where it's like I can't even get out of bed. It is so bad. So I have a stomach problem, and I'm not going to go too much into detail because it's kind of gross, but I have a stomach issue, and so that causes me to be nauseous every single night of my life. I mean, at like 6:30 at night, my stomach starts hurting, I want to lay in bed, and it's just how it's been for probably the last 2 years now. I have to eat dinner at a certain time. I don't go out at night anymore because, you know, when you guys are nauseous or when you guys don't feel good, you don't want to go out and be around a lot of people. So that really has hindered me from having more of a social life because I just sit at home with my husband, and he has to play with my hair or rub my back every single night, no joke. So it's been really, really tough on him as well. I also am just like a really big control freak, so when I feel like things in my life are out of control or I can't control things, then I get anxiety with it, and I just feel like my life is crumbling before me. My biggest thing that I would say about anxiety is people just don't understand the extent of it. Oh, she just has anxiety. Oh, it's just a mental illness. Oh, she can deal with it. Just calm down, just calm down. And it's not like that. There's times where you can't just calm down and you don't know what's wrong and you don't know how to fix it, and you feel helpless, and you want it to go away so bad and you don't know how to make it go away, and it's a horrible feeling, and the best way I can describe it is it's crippling. I mean, you know, when I'm having my anxiety, I just want to crawl in my bed and put my covers over my head and just completely shut myself off from the world. And even today, dealing with it for about 11 years, it's still, you know, it's still hard, and I still cry about it sometimes, and I still, you know, there was a point where I wouldn't say I was suicidal, but I was definitely to a point where it was like, I'd rather just die than feel this way anymore. I would rather just die. And that's a really scary place to be in with anxiety, because, you know, that's the point where you give up that control, you give up that strength. And once you do that, it just gets worse and worse, and it spirals out of control. Now, I've gone through that, oh my gosh, so many times. I've tried medication. I was on citalopram for about a little over a year, and after about 6 or 7 months, my body just got really used to the medication, and I didn't up the dose because I didn't want to just be with my life where it's like, oh, I'm just gonna up my dose, and then thereupon my dosage is so high on this medication, and then it's like, well, what now? Now I have to take another pill. Or, you know, there's, okay, so you need a mood stabilizer, but the mood stabilizer brings you down, so then you need to take a citalopram to lift you back up, and then now you're taking 2 pills, and then it's like, you just can't even keep track of the medication that you're on. So there's definitely, I try to do more natural ways. Jaclyn Hill has dealt with anxiety. So she talked about how she does essential oils and she puts it in a diffuser. But I was never like, oh yeah, I'll try out essential oils. Like, it was just never really a thing. And as soon as she talked about it, I kind of got a little more interested about it. So I bought a diffuser, got a bunch of different essential oils, did my research for what essential oil does what, and I think I got like 7 or 8. Essential oils have helped me so much. It's ridiculous. And just reaching out to my support system. I know that sometimes people are ashamed of having anxiety or having a mental illness, and so they don't reach out to anybody because they're ashamed of that. And it's okay to have a mental illness or to have anxiety or to have depression or anything like that, or even a physical illness. You know, like with my stomach, it's like, I don't necessarily want to tell everybody like, oh, I have this stomach problem, you know, but sometimes I need to. And to have that group of people that I can reach out to when I am going through a difficult time has been one of the biggest things for me. My family has saved me more than enough times. My husband, I could not even, he is my saving grace with my anxiety. I mean, he has to calm me down literally every single night. And so the fact that he is there and supports me and does that for me is just so amazing. So really be honest and open with people. As hard as it is, you know, it's okay. And you'd be surprised how many people have anxiety or have a mental illness. I posted something on Facebook about it, and so many people reached out to me in my messages and said that they've been battling with anxiety for a long time, or that they battle with depression. And I mean, they just honestly, it was so cool just to see the feedback and to see these people that I've known for a while and never knew that they had that, because they would keep it hidden or they just didn't really tell people, you know. So it's really cool to see that. And it's okay, you know, to not have control over it. You know, I was speaking to somebody and she was like, I just feel like you have your stuff together way more than me and you just handle it so well, and I feel like I'm just not even handling it all. And I just told her, I said, you're here every single day. Some people don't make it because of anxiety or depression. Some people choose to take a different route because it's too much to handle, and you wake up every morning. Even if you just lay in your bed all day, you're still here, you know. So, and, you know, I have been thinking about getting help, because when I do have my anxiety or I do have my mood swings, it can be 0 to 100 within a matter of seconds. And then the next thing I know, I'm enraged and I don't know why. Like, I don't know why I'm mad, or I don't know why I'm crying, or, you know, and it's just like, ugh, it's so frustrating to feel like you don't have control over your life. It is beyond frustrating. And so there's resources for you guys to deal with that. There is, and use them because they help. So that was a big thing that I wanted to talk to everybody about, because I don't think there's as much awareness as there should be. People talk about it, but people don't talk about the ugly side. People don't talk about the really raw side of it. Like, no, this is what it's like, and this is what I'm like when I have anxiety, or this is what I do when I have my anxiety attacks. And I think people need to hear it, because when I hear people's stories, or when they're coming to me in that moment, I had somebody that was like, I tried to get in the shower to calm down and I couldn't even take a shower. I've asked my mom and my husband and my sister, like, why me? Why do I have to go through this? What did I do to deserve this? And there's not going to be any answer for that, you know, so stop trying to seek an answer for that, because there's not going to be an answer. But just move forward and try the best that you can do to make the situation better, because unfortunately when you are diagnosed with it, or when you do have it, it's gonna be there and it's not gonna ever completely go away. And I know sometimes that's really crappy to hear, and I don't like hearing that because I would love to just wake up one day and have my anxiety completely gone. But it just doesn't work that way. If people know me personally, I don't go out a lot, and part of it has obviously been my anxiety, and another part of it I think is just growing up and just realizing that I don't need to go out drinking all the time or be crazy, and I love my sleep, and I'm kind of like a grandma, even though I'm 25 years old. Anxiety has gotten in the way of that, you know. Because there's times that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, God, I'd really love to have some drinks with my girls, or I'd love to go on a date with my husband, or like go have some wine, and I can't even drink alcohol because I get anxiety from alcohol. I'm here to be honest with you guys and be brutally honest sometimes, and sometimes people don't want to hear that. My channel, I want to be honest, and I want to be raw, and I want to be uncensored and uncut, and I want to be open with you guys because I plan on, you know, living my life on camera, and that's just a part of it sometimes. That's that for the anxiety part, and I would love to have people comment below. Not necessarily, you don't have to tell your whole life. There might be people out there that you know, that you don't know that they have anxiety or a mental illness. So just be aware of that, please, because sometimes people are really good at hiding it. And they may look perfect and awesome and happy and go lucky on the outside, and in the inside they just feel like they're dying. I want to do more videos like this where I'm just talking to you guys and being honest with you guys and being open with you guys. So please, if you guys have any ideas or want to hear me talk about anything else that you may be struggling with in your life, and you kind of just want to hear somebody's honest, raw opinion or advice or experiences, please let me know, because I'd be more than happy to do it. And I thank everybody that's watching this, because without you guys, this dream of mine wouldn't be possible, and it's slowly starting to get there, and I know that as I continue to move forward and have the support of you guys, that I'll be able to do that. Thank you for letting me be open and honest with you guys. This is also saving me from my anxiety, and it's just been amazing being in front of the camera. I feel so comfortable and I feel so myself, and it's kind of a really cool way to just have an outlet away from the rest of the crazy world out there. So I will be making videos every week, and I can't wait to see and talk to you guys again. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and please, if you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you.